Do you want to change your life? Of course you do. Everyone wants success. But here's the truth. Most people fail not because success is impossible, but because they believe it must come from some big, dramatic action. They wait for the perfect day, the perfect plan, the perfect opportunity. And while they wait, their dreams just quietly fade into the background. But what if I told you that real success isn't about giant leaps? What if it's about tiny, consistent, small, daily improvements that seem invisible at first, but transform everything over time? Let me tell you the story of a boy named Amida, a story that might just change how you look at success forever. Amid was an ordinary kid, average grades, average at sports, average in almost everything. And every time he looked around, he felt small. His classmates seemed smarter. His friends spoke with more confidence. They achieved things he could only dream of. He tried to change, of course. He'd study hard for a week, then quit. He joined a gym and stopped going after 10 days. He set alarms to wake up early, but by the third morning, he'd hit snooze and roll right back over. And every single time he failed, that little voice in his head whispered, "Maybe I'm just not good enough." The more he believed it, the heavier that thought became. Soon, Ahmed stopped trying altogether. He convinced himself that he was meant to stay average, that greatness was for other people. One afternoon, Ahmed went to visit his grandfather, who was sitting in the courtyard, polishing an old wooden chair. It looked dull and scratched, far too old to be worth the effort. Ahmed frowned and asked, "Grandpa, why do you spend so much time polishing that old chair? It'll never look new again." His grandfather smiled. "Do you see these tiny strokes of polish, my boy? Each one seems small, but every stroke adds a bit more shine. Slowly, with patience, the wood begins to glow again." Ahmed tilted his head. "But it'll take forever." His grandfather chuckled. "Yes, maybe, but the chair doesn't need to shine in one day. You just keep polishing a little each time. Life works the same way. You don't have to change everything overnight. Just add a little shine every single day, one small stroke at a time." Ahmed didn't say much, but the message stuck with him. That evening, he thought about what his grandfather said. He realized that his problem wasn't laziness, it was pressure. The pressure to be perfect immediately. So, he decided to try a new approach, the 1% rule. Instead of trying to study for 3 hours straight, he started with just 15 minutes, and every day, he added 5 more minutes. Instead of trying to run 5 miles, he started with just 5 push-ups and added 1 more each day. Instead of trying to become fluent in English overnight, he learned just 5 new words a day. At first, nothing really changed. No one noticed. He still looked like the same boy, quiet, unsure, invisible. But after 30 days, his 15 minutes of study had slowly grown into 2 hours. His 5 push-ups had become 50. His vocabulary had grown by 150 new words. But more importantly, he began to feel something new: confidence. Months passed. Ahmed didn't transform into a genius overnight. But day by day, people began to notice him. His teachers saw him raising his hand more often. His friends realized he spoke more clearly, with a new kind of confidence and calm. His body grew stronger, his mind grew sharper. And then one day, when he stood on stage and won first place in a school debate, the entire class was stunned. Even his teachers came up to him and asked, "Ahmed, how did you change so much?" He smiled and said quietly, "I didn't change all at once. I just tried to be 1% better every day." That's the secret no one ever talks about. Success doesn't come from one giant heroic effort. It comes from 1,000 small steps, done consistently. Improving just 1% every day might sound small, but it compounds over time, just like interest on money. In 1 year, a 1% improvement every day makes you 37 times better than when you started. Think about that for a second. 37 times better. If you read just 10 pages a day, you'll finish 12 to 15 books in a year. If you save just $1 a day, you'll build not just savings, but a habit of discipline stronger than those who wait for the perfect paycheck. It's not the intensity of our actions that creates success, it's the consistency. Small, steady actions build habits, habits build character, and character builds destiny. So, if you feel stuck, if you feel average or behind everyone else, remember Ahmed's story. Don't try to change your whole life in one day. Don't overwhelm yourself with huge goals. Instead, ask yourself a simple question. What is one small thing I can do today that will make me just 1% better? Maybe it's reading one single page. Maybe it's walking for 10 minutes. Maybe it's sending that one email you've been avoiding. The size of the action doesn't matter. What matters is that you start. Because real, lasting success isn't about talent, luck, or timing. It's about doing the small things that others overlook and doing them again tomorrow. And the day after that. Years later, Ahmed returned to visit his grandfather. The same old chair sat there in the sunlight, shining beautifully. He smiled and said, "Grandpa, I think I understand now. I've been polishing my own life, one stroke at a time." His grandfather looked at him proudly and said, "That's how you build greatness, Ahmed, not in one day, but every day." Greatness is not built in a moment. It's built in all the moments that no one sees, the small choices, the quiet effort, the invisible discipline. Your dreams don't need giant leaps. They need small, consistent actions. If you take one small step today and another tomorrow, you'll wake up one day and realize those small steps have created the giant leap you always dreamed of. Big success is nothing more than small improvements, repeated consistently. Your 1% today is your 100% tomorrow. If this story inspired you, don't keep it to yourself. Share it. Give this video a like, send it to a friend who needs a little encouragement, and subscribe for more stories like this. Stories that remind you that growth doesn't happen in a day, but in the small steps you take every single day. Start your 1% today. Your future self will thank you for it.